Searching for silver, searching for souls. Welcome, everyone. In today's message, we'll dive into the parable of the lost coin from Luke chapter 15 verse 8-10. There's a powerful truth embedded in this story, a truth about Christ's mission. Jesus came to search for lost coins, which in this case, represent lost souls. Just as the woman in the parable diligently searched for her lost coin, God actively searches for each one of us, no matter how far we may be from Him. At the core of Jesus' mission was His search for the lost. Luke chapter 19 verse 10 tells us, He came into the world to seek and save the lost. Before we come to know Christ, we are like the lost coin, separated from God, from ourselves, and from others. People often live lives of alienation, loneliness, and despair. But God sees every person, every soul, as incredibly valuable. Each of us was created for a relationship with God, yet many live disconnected from that purpose. Just as the lost coin was important to the woman, we are of infinite value to God. Jesus didn't come to establish a new religion or simply provide a moral code. No, He came as the divine seeker, pursuing those who were lost since the fall of humanity. Let's take a closer look at the woman in the parable. She had 10 coins but lost one. To us, losing a single coin may not seem significant, but this coin, the drachma, was worth a full day's wage. For her, losing one was a big deal. What does she do? She lights a lamp, sweeps the house, and searches carefully until she finds it. This reflects God's determination to find us when we are lost. The woman didn't wait until the next day or ignore the missing coin. In the same way, God doesn't wait for us to get our lives together before He reaches out to us. Even in our brokenness, He's actively seeking us. In Ezekiel chapter 34 verse 11-12, God says, I myself will search for my sheep and look after them. Just as the woman searched diligently, God is relentless in His pursuit of us, even when we feel far from Him. The woman in the parable didn't just glance around for the coin. She took action. She lit a lamp, swept the house, and searched carefully. This determination mirrors God's dedication to finding us, no matter how lost we may be. Jesus, the light of the world, shines into the darkest places of our lives, illuminating where we are lost and leading us back to Him. Philippians chapter 2 verse 14-16 calls believers to shine like stars in the world, holding fast to the word of life. We are called to live in a way that reflects God's light to a world that is lost. Just as the woman used a lamp to aid her search, our lives should serve as beacons, drawing others to Christ through our actions and words. When the woman found her lost coin, she called her friends and neighbors to celebrate. This image is a reflection of the joy in heaven when a sinner repents. Luke chapter 15 verse 10 says, There is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner who repents. Think about that, every time someone turns to Christ, the angels rejoice. It's not just about finding a coin, it's about the recovery of a soul, something eternal and irreplaceable. God's joy over our salvation is profound, and it shows just how much He values each of us. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 17 gives us a glimpse of God's heart. The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. He will take great delight in you. In His love, He will no longer rebuke you, but will rejoice over you with singing. This is the depth of God's love for us. He rejoices when we are restored to Him. This parable also teaches us about God's careful accounting of every individual. He's not just concerned with humanity in general, He cares about each one of us personally. In Matthew chapter 10 verse 30, we're reminded that, even the hairs of your head are all numbered. God's love is so personal and detailed that He knows every facet of our lives. He values each of us deeply, and His desire is that none should perish. As we conclude, remember this, the parable of the lost coin reveals God's relentless pursuit of lost souls. It demonstrates the immense value He places on each person and the great joy in heaven when a sinner repents. As followers of Christ, we are called to join in this mission, to shine as lights in the world, hold fast to the word of life, and rejoice in every soul that is found. May we all embrace this calling and reflect God's love to those around us. Thank you for joining me today, and may the Lord bless you and keep you in His grace.